Alright, here we go. So this, we are running the Scourge Condi DPS. This is the 99 Nightmare Fractal. We will keep the damage out up. I'll kind of go through some of my build here a little bit. Through this, I do bring my dagger for life siphon. It can be kind of useful. You do take a little hit on your damage for, a few seconds, but it's not really that big of a deal. I'm gonna... And then Epidemic will go off. See this build with full pots, potions, and food. I do hit quite a bit, 2,186 conditional damage. I get some special abilities with my F1 where when I use it I gain increased precision. So that is kind of how I hit my 100% bleed duration as recommended by the build. For this level, I will be switching through Epidemic and some other moves. F2 is very useful. That is a condition cleanse. It's instant. It's available every few seconds. Alright, here we go. And it does help. This, that's for knockback. It helps reduce the boss's cooldown timer. I actually don't know if I really needed to bring Epidemic for this battle, but it'll help later on here in just a little bit. Right here. So here's where I would use Epidemic. It'll explode, killing most of the smaller enemies in just a few seconds if it hits them. All right. Having the extra shield is awesome. You can run with the healing pet. That one works pretty well too. Right, this group I'm in is pretty good too. This is just a random pug, nothing planned. Which, this level doesn't always happen like that. Alright. Can put some of these little things up. I can give myself some extra barrier. F3 will give a little bit of a barrier, not a big one, but it helps. F5 will give a pretty large barrier you can use to dissipate some of the damage from the orbs. That was a load. I pushed the wrong button and died. Once you die here, you're pretty much done. And I'll just wait here. I guess since we are waiting, I'll go over my build a little bit more in detail. It is full Viper build. The Malign Agony infusions. So build, we go Scepter and Torch basically is what my weapons are. Scourge, this, Mantle of the Sand. This is great. It's how you become a Shade basically. Torch skills are awesome. I would always recommend run Torch if you're a Scourge. It just does more damage than all the other weapons. Oh, and there we go. And a Scepter as well. You get a 10% increase to your condition damage when wielding a Scepter, which, I mean, that's, 10%. All right. There are other variations. You can use some of these other ones. Plague Lands is great, but you need like a stationary boss. Like this is pretty much useless if the boss moves away from it. It does nothing. I like to go with, I'll just die right here at the end, I guess. All right. So I run with this because it's constant DPS. For this one, I'm going to use Corruption Boon. We're going to pull the boons off of the boss because, well, protection, any quickness can make this boss very challenging. So, Corruption Boon will pull off any boons. Blood is power, just does massive amounts of damage. There are a few abilities for crowd control here with the Scourge. I have my Flesh Golem, which is good for that kind of thing. Oh no. I'm gonna die here. Spit save. Corruption Boon, he had quickness up there, so we pulled that off of him. We can't have him be getting more attacks in than he can. Oh, I died right at the end. All right. So this boss, there's this spot over here, like right there. If you stand under this egg sack thing, if the boss falls on you and kills you, you get a mastery point. So don't forget about that. So basically right there, if you are standing right there in that spot, he will fall on you and you will get a mastery from it. This first part of the boss, he gets to 75%, and then he transforms, he gets full power, and he's kind of a pain, but you just gotta... The biggest thing is just remember to stay alive. Just dodge the things and don't worry about your proper rotation. It's more useful for you to be alive than it is to go down. Go. Good. Oh, and revive your teammates. You can't do this without them. Especially if you're a Condi DPS Scourge, this build for Fractals heavily relies on teammates. There are some levels where, you know, like you could do, well, you could possibly solo them, but teammates are a very big part of the Condi DPS build. Well, at least for Fractals. The blue orbs give you health. Oh no. It's alright. We got this. This is nothing. We got the crowd control. If you don't get the crowd control off, he kind of sucks everybody in. It's easily dodgeable. I mean, if you don't get it, that was a noob move right there. So okay, they definitely... This level does require quite a bit of focus. As you can see, I am trying not to get tossed around like a ragdoll here, because this guy can be pretty brutal once he gets you in his path. Oh, crap. Just like this. Who keeps not getting their thing? Sweet, well, I'm basically dead. And that's exactly why I bring daggers for this, because Necromancers just don't heal very well, like at all. Perfect. Oh. That was the most deceptive I've seen. All right, and there it is. That is Nightmare with a Condi DPS Scourge build. Hope you guys enjoyed it.